Stop and think before it is too late. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Come here and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Join me, brothers, in resisting the devil, and we can put him to flight forever. Remember, it is the Save a Soul mission, located at 409 West 49th Street, open all day and all night, with a special prayer meeting on Thursday.
Oh, Miss Sarah, you know, it's too bad such a beautiful doll like hers to go get mixed up in the mission down.
She is a beautiful doll, all right. 100% eyes.
It's too bad that such a doll wastes all her time being good. How can she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a base little mission.
Maybe.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse. How are you?
Okay.
You know Nicely Johnson?
Yeah, I'll go.
Nicely, thank you.
So tell me, is Dean Detroit got a place for his crap game yet?
We don't know yet.
Confidentially, between you and us, the heat is on very hot around here, and it is making Nathan sweat.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks.
If it can be told, where did you acquire such a fine bundle of lettuce?
I collected the reward of my father.
You know, we sure hope Nathan finds a place for it.
Why? It's Lieutenant Brannigan! Mr. South Street is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York City Police Department.
A pleasure.
Any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit would that be?
I mean, the Nathan Detroit can run a floating crap game around here and get away with it by moving it to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I'm telling you, because I know you two bums work for Detroit, roughing up the customers for this crap game.
We do?
Yeah!
Oh.
Well, you can tell him for me. I know right now he's running around trying to find a spot for his game. Well, no one's gonna give him a spot, because they all know Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
Oh, hi, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. Everybody is scared on account of that lousy Brannigan. And I can't find
to
the...
Detroit.
Oh, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you do not think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit. I was just talking to your colleagues about your game. I imagine you're having a little trouble finding a spot.
Well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you now have to live on your salary.
So, Nathan, did you find the place for the crap game?
What does that count well for me? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, for which I take a small cut of the top. Is that a crime? Yeah, it's a crime.
Nathan, did you find the place for the game?
Did you find a place?
Did I find a place? Did I find it? Yes. I found the place. We're holding the game tomorrow at the Radio City Music Hall.
How are you gonna fix the ushers?
Yeah. I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you once said there might be a chance for the Biltmore Garage, right?
I was over at the Biltmore Garage. Talked to Joey Biltmore himself.
What did he say?
He says he might take a chance and let me use his place. If I give him $1,000.
$1,000!
In cash. He will not even take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean my marker's no good? How? Boys, a marker ain't just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000, signed Nathan Detroit. A marker is the one pledge a guy cannot welch on. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold, and only Joey Biltmore don't think so. Doesn't seem possible. Me without my livelihood? Why, I've been running this game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Well, Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even afford to buy her the later present today. You know what today is? Today is mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Oh, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, we've been engaged for 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game, will you? The town is up to here with high players. The Greek is in town.
Brandy bottle dates.
Scranton Slim! I know, I can make a fortune. But where can I have the game?
The Billboard Garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand at hand. And then I'll get a lock on the door of the gym at the S84.
There's the stock room behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout. And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Billboard Garage is the spot.
But the 1,000 bucks we ain't got. Why is the low reliable name? Detroit. If you're looking for action, you'll learn to stop. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for the low reliable name. Oh, it's always just a short walk. To the oldest established permanent floating crafting in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of lettuce for the fellow who can get us. If we only had 1,000 little quid, we could be a millionaire. That's good old reliable Detroit. If the Saskatchewan unknown wants to increase, the range that you go broken quietly. Sit on out for life on game. When the Colorado Davidson score, it's the oldest established permanent float. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established permanent floating crab game in New York. Nathan Detroit's crab game will float again. My boys will let you know where it goes.
All right, Nathan. Who else is looking for some action? Oh, Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson is the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek.
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet 5,000 bucks on a cockroach. Another time he was sick, and he would not take penicillin on account he had 10 G's. His temperature would get to 104.
Did it?
He's so lucky it got to 106. Good old Sky.
I got it. Nathan, why don't you just borrow the money from Sky, huh?
Not with Sky. That kind of money, it ain't lending money. It's bet money. So why don't I bet? Why don't I bet him 1,000?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I'm perfectly willing to take the risk. Providing we find the bet which there is no chance of me losing.
Of course.
You see, boys, Sky likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar a fly land on, or how far you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Cheesecake, boys! Run over to Mindy's and ask Mindy how many pieces of cheesecake you sold yesterday. Also, how many pieces of strudel.
Okay, how much cheesecake, how much strudel? What you want to know for?
I'm investigating for the FBI. Just go. Here comes Adelaide. She figures out I'm running that crap game again. She will never set foot on me.
Hello, Nathan, dear.
Pigeon!
You go ahead, Bill. Order me a tuna fish on a rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. We have to get back to the hot bar.
Are you still rehearsing?
Yeah, that's slave driver Charlie. He's been waking us all day. So finally I
what did you say to him?
I said to him, I shall meet whoever I want.
Well, good. Adelaide, don't upset yourself. How was your call?
Much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present. For me?
I hope you like it.
Bells.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Adelaide, that is so sweet. About your present. I was gonna get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and rubies on the side.
Nathan, you shut it down.
It's okay. I did it. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all right. I kind of like it when you forget to give me gifts. It makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry. One of these days I'll be your lady. And you will have more me than a me.
Nathan, I can do without anything. Just so long as you don't start running that crap game again.
Crap game? Adelaide, what an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel, huh? Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel!
More strudel than cheesecake? That's great. That's my bet.
What is this?
Nothing.
Hey, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know later.
Okay, Detroit.
Nathan, what was that about?
His wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, Adelaide, I'm expecting a fellow, and I know you're
Are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Boys, make yourself useful and take Adelaide and truck across the street to the drugstore. Adelaide, it's across the street. And you're sick, and I don't want you falling down an open potholes.
Oh. Oh, Nathan, you're so thoughtful. You're just a sweet person. Goodbye.
Sky Masters!
Nathan, you old promoter, you. How you been?
I'm good. Sky, I'm telling you, you look great.
Ah, I feel great, Nathan. Just spent 2 weeks out west in Nevada. Great place. Beautiful scenery, healthful climate, and I beat them out of 50 G's of black.
50 G's! They're gonna be in how long?
Nope. And Havana, Cuba tomorrow night.
Havana?
Mm-hmm. Lot of great action down there. Why, you want to come with me?
Oh, no, I got a lot of things to do. Hey, meantime, why don't we, drive to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake? Sky, they sell a lot of cheesecake.
No, I'm not that hungry. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine, still dancing with the hot bus.
I suppose one of these days you two will be getting married.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go somehow.
Yeah, but Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta remember, as pleasant as a doll's company might be, she must always take second place to aces back-to-back.
Yeah, but tell me, are you hungry yet? Maybe we can go in Mindy's, have a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something. What do you think?
No, I think we're gonna go get the late results down at the track.
Oh. But you do admit that Mindy's has the best cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? And yet there are some people that like Mindy's strudel. Sky offhand, which do you think Mindy sells more? The cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, Nathan, I've never really thought about it. But, I suppose, if I wanted, I'd say Mindy sells much more cheesecake than he does you.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, for all time's sake, I thought I'd give you a laugh, Sky. Sky, I'll bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a little story. You see, Nathan, when I was a young man, just about to go out to the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this, "Son," the old guy says, "I'm sorry I'm not able to bankroll you to a very large start. And seeing as I don't have many potatoes to give you, I'm going to stake you with some very valuable advice. You see, son, one of these days in your travels, a guy is going to approach you with a deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this man is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump right out of that deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do I'll bet this man. For as sure as you stand there, you will wind up with an earful of cider. Now, Nathan, I'm not suggesting that you are clocking Lindy's cheesecake.
Sky, you don't think.
But if you are looking for some action, well, then I'll bet you that same $1,000 that you don't know the color of the necktie you have on right now. Well,
No bet. Polka dots. Only I can roll a bet on polka dots.
hey, Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Do not bother.
Oh, hi, Sky.
Hey, how's it with you fellas?
Nicely, thank you.
Not bad.
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, right? And she says, and I quote, for you to pick her up at the hot box after the show, and I quote, "Don't be late!"
Yes, dear. I mean, okay.
Oh, yes, dear. Well, that's husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. In Adelaide, you got the type of dollars most difficult to unload.
Well, Sky, maybe I don't want to. I love Adelaide. And a guy without a dollar, who would have a dollar? A dollar's a necessity.
Listen, Nathan, I'm not laying the rap on dolls, all right? All I'm saying is that a guy should have them around when he wants them. And if he does, they are easy to come by.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh yeah, all dolls are the same?
Yeah.
Then how come you ain't got one? How come you are going to Havana tomorrow without one?
I like to travel light. But I suppose if I wanted to take a doll to Havana, well, then there's a large assortment available.
Not real high class dolls.
Any doll. You name it.
Any doll? I name it? You will bet on that? You will bet $1,000 that I name a doll today. You will take that same doll to Havana tomorrow?
You got a bet.
I choose her.
Her? Cider.
Someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
Excuse me. Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do, Sarah.
How do you do?
My name's Abernathy. Our guy, Abernathy.
Sky, Masterson.
What's wrong?
What's the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
You see, I've wasted my life on gambling and evil betting. But now I suddenly realize the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha! Get this lass some coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I have been wandering around for quite a while now, trying to get up the courage to come in here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Oh, gladly. Why, I would have never become a gambler in the first place had I not fallen in with evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. You know, it does me good just to talk to you people.
Well, you just go right on talking to Sister Sarah, and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
Well, the Bible says, seek, and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We're out every day trying.
Maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find a sinner is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night crusade against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine, old gentleman. Now I suppose he sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
Uh-huh. And I suppose if one of you goes someplace, well, then the other is sure to go with him.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 pamphlets I'd like you to read.
Thank you.
And we'll be holding a special prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
I'm sure. Listen, Sister Sarah, I hope you won't think I'm being too forward here, but I think it's just great to see a pretty doll. I mean, a nice-looking young lady such as yourself, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Living in a place like this. You ever go anyplace else? You know, travel or anything?
I'd like to go to Africa.
Well, Africa's a bit far, but there are a lot of wonderful places. Just a few hours from New York by plane. Ever been on a plane before?
No.
Oh, it's
Here's
wonderful.
another pamphlet I'd like you to read.
Thank you. Of course, I will be requiring personal assistance from you. My heart's as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I'll be in need of private lessons. How about having dinner with me?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
Well, that right there. That's not Proverbs, that's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Nope, sorry. No peace unto the wicked. Isaiah, chapter 57, verse 21.
Isaiah.
There are 2 things been in every hotel room across this country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times by now.
You've read the Bible 12 times.
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my line of business, the strangest information can often come in handy. Like, I once won a parlay, $5,000. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you already, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5. The others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Oh, let's be serious here, Sister Sarah. This mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you, huh? I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition then. When's this big meeting of yours? Thursday? Well, I will personally guarantee to fill that meeting with at least 12 genuine sinners. And I will personally guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. You don't think it's good? You ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll see you at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon.
Yes, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
Well, to my favorite restaurant,
And where is that?
El Cafe Cubano in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
Why, where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Not Havana.
Listen, the plane gets us down there in 5 hours, back the same night, and the food is fantastic.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
Oh, and I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant might be, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come one, come all to the save us all mission. Except guys, I hate guys.
I don't hate anyone.
Except me. I am relieved to know that it's just me you hate personally, and not all guys in general. It is nice to know that somewhere in the world there might be a guy who will appeal to you. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I am not interested in what he will not be. I am interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the holy love of his heart.
You have wished yourself the Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes. And I shall meet him when the time is right.
Well, you've got this guy all figured out, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Including what he smokes. All figured out.
All figured out.
And you'll know at a glance by the two